Welcome back to another episode of Foreplay. Today we are brought to you, as always, by Chevrolet. The athletic, bold, commanding Equinox EV helps you show up in style, though looking good on the course is still up to you. If it's the distance that you're after, Equinox EV offers 319 miles of EPA-estimated electric range with front-wheel drive, and we do love that 17.7-inch diagonal center screen, the largest of any EV in its class. We love Chevrolet. We've got a lot of things to get to today. You'll hear kind of off the top. We know that it's a very somber day. We're going to get into all of that. So please just stick around. We've got great interviews later on in the day, but it's all brought to you by Chevy. We're going to get right into the show here. Trent Chevrolet has been with us for a while now, and it's all thanks to them that we get to do what we get to do. These great partnerships are the thing that keeps Foreplay going and moving forward. So I want to just give a huge shout out to them for just being with us along this ride, no pun intended.
Yeah, great American car company, great American company in general. They've done a lot for us. And yeah, we talked some Ryder Cup in the show as well. I know you guys, get into some really good interviews later in the show. Just a full show. I'm in Philadelphia for the Barstool Classic. We had the Chevy Long Drive out there on the golf course today. We'll have it back there again tomorrow. So yeah, they support us in a lot of ways, and Chevrolet is a great company.
When it comes to EVs, the Equinox EV is the smartest choice you can make. Let's get into the show.
It feels like just the beginning for you, man. It really does. It feels like this is just
absolutely
of a ride. So I really, yeah, man. It's good.
You're the man, Isaac. You got to keep it up.
Crazy, dude.
You got to keep working hard. You're crushing it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Your work's awesome. Absolutely awesome. You're changing people's lives. It's incredible.
Yeah. I appreciate your guys.
we gotta close this thing because now I'm like hysterically crying.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Foreplay. You've got Trent and myself. This is kind of a weird show. We've got Trent and myself right now, and then we cut to Riggs and myself, and then we have a couple of great interviews towards the end of the show. It's been a wild day of filming and editing and a lot of technical issues that we've had, and we also started the show differently, and we're coming back and we're re-recording right now with Trent just because of everything that's transpired today. We wanted to make sure that we came on, and me personally, I wanted to say, our thoughts and prayers are with Charlie Kirk, his whole entire family. Everything that happened today is just one of those days in America that really, really, it's a gut punch. It's wild, the world that we live in. It's disgusting. And I know that people come to this show for kind of like a step away or like an escape from, the things that you're dealing with in your life, whether it be work or your commute or whatever you're going through or wherever you're at. And you just want to hear golf and a couple of idiots that don't know what they're talking about it. But, for something like this, it can't be overlooked just how unbelievably disgusting it is. And regardless of what side you are politically, anyone getting brutally murdered just for their views, is something that shouldn't be happening in America, especially at a college campus where like opposing views are supposed to be like celebrated and thought through and talked about and something that like that's like the basis of what a college campus is. So yeah, it's just something that has been kind of rattling me to my core, and we had to come on here and kind of just discuss it and try and get through it as best as we could, because it's a really, really sad day in America. And of course, as you're listening to this, it's 9/11 also. So what, 24 years since that happened. It's just, yeah, man, it's this world is a scary place. It really is.
Yeah, dark day for sure. Scary place. World is. It seems like it's getting scarier each day. I agree with everything that you're saying. It's, I know people that I disagree with. I know people that disagree with me on, whatever issues it may be. I can never understand the use of violence and the use of gun violence to sort of push your point across. That makes no sense to me. It's certainly, though, when those things happen, it's not the symptoms of a healthy country, of a country that's doing things in the correct way. Like it should be more about discourse. It should be more about having disagreements. There's nothing wrong with having disagreements. That's sort of what it's all based on. And you have disagreements, and then you go about your day. And I understand that some of them get pretty heated, and there's a lot that goes into it. And we are a golf podcast, so we will get into the golf here very quickly. But I'm with you. Dark day. I'll just never understand the gun violence part of any of it. It's such a huge problem in this country in particular, and yeah, it's been a shitty day for sure.
Horrible, absolutely horrible. But it's just such no matter where you are in life, like there's always these things that kind of remind you just how fragile life is, and like just how in any moment something could happen like that. And I mean, you saw it on that bus that happened in I think it was North Carolina with the woman that was, her neck was freaking slashed, and it was like all over the internet. And I just like, you can't believe that this is happening. And it's like I'm holding Frankie and I'm watching like the news, and it's like, oh my gosh, like this is the world I just brought this kid into. Like I'm sure my parents felt the same way when 9/11 happened, and I'm like a 9-year-old kid running around the house. It's like this world is just so unbelievably scary, and it's like it reminds you just like how outrageous of a place we live in, because people are just, you're amongst just like monsters. You know what I mean? Like that's just the reality of the situation, is that we are amongst just like people that don't follow the rules, and they're just monsters.
Yeah. And like having it happens, it's horrible. And then it's on your phone immediately, and you look at it and you're like, the whole thing feels so weird that you can just, a horrible thing happens, you look at your phone, you go on Twitter like everybody else does, and it's just horrible. There. And you're like, fuck, like that doesn't feel natural at all. I don't want bad things to happen at all, but I certainly don't want them to happen. And then we all just get to watch it like it's some sick show. Yeah, the whole thing is fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, it's really, really bad. So, yeah, I didn't want that to get lost on our listeners and viewers. I didn't want to just skip right over it, because it's, it's affecting them, it's affecting us. And yeah, hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully this, like at some point, something needs to be the turning point where it's like, and I saw the governor of Utah was talking about that during his press conference, where he's like, at what point, like has 250 years of this country gotten to this right now? Like at some point, when do we just like stop doing this? You know what I mean? Like there's got to be a boiling point where like this right here ends, where we're like allowed to just say like, you're wrong, I'm right, you're wrong, and then we just go home to our families, as opposed to like a guy who's legitimate, his basis of his life was like, I'm going to disagree with you, but I'm also going to hear you out, and I'm going to go face to face, and we're going to have an argument and a debate. I may come off like I know exactly what I'm talking about, and you may hate me, you may despise me, which a lot of people probably did. 100% they did, clearly. And he still showed up, and he was like, I'm going to do what I think is right. Just like other people that had opposing views of him did it as well, and just the same kind of way that he did it. And now he ends up dead. Like that to me is like, at what point is this the boiling point where it's like, this can't happen anymore? And I don't know. We may never reach one where everyone just kind of gets that moment of like, oh fuck, man, we get one life to live, and we're spending it just like ending people's lives early because we don't like the thoughts that they have. We have one shot at this thing. Yeah. One shot at this world, man.
I mean, the crazy thing is that the news cycle moves so quickly, and you get to the point where like people are comparing one bad thing to another, and then it's gone in 5 days, and you're just, and then I'm with you. Like, I wish there were one thing that would happen. I don't wish things would happen. I don't mean to say that, but I'm saying like, I wish there was a turn where it's like, all right, let's turn the temperature down here. And it just seems like news moves on. There'll be more shootings, and like just in general, there's shootings.
We're going from if you watch the news, you're going from this, you're going to the pools in downtown Manhattan tomorrow. You know what I mean? Like that's like, it's all just bad stuff. Like everything that happens is like negativity, and it's all death, and it's all murder, and it's just like, you can't escape it. The only time you can escape it is like when you finally find yourself without your phone, or you're lucky enough to just be with your family, and you're just like eating dinner or something. It's like the only time you get, like, in this world now in 2025, you don't get a second to just like be a human anymore. It's just, it's
The whole thing
bad.
is scary, man, for sure. I that was my takeaway from like the whole day, where I was
Yeah.
like, it's bad, it's getting worse, and it's fucking. I don't know what we're all gonna do about it. I have no idea.
So, on another, so on a completely polar opposite side of that, at the end of this show, we speak to, and hopefully this is a little bit of like a cleanse in people's brains for even the shortest amount of time. We speak to a guy named Isaac Styles, who is he lives in Uganda. He is the purest, just most selfless, genuine human, and we need so many more of him in this world. He's legitimately one of the most impressive and inspirational people I've ever spoken to. We've had a little bit of contact with him leading up to the interview. The way that he got onto the show today was pretty, spontaneous. Sorry. It was pretty spontaneous, where we were coming up with ideas for the show, and I'm like, we'd love to talk to a couple of superintendents or golf pros or anyone that has a great story about golf. He had messaged me because we had been in contact. Fat Perez had reached out to him to get him into the Internet Invitational. We were so jacked to get him in, and then all of a sudden his visa like didn't work, or he couldn't get it through. His meeting got canceled. It was all last minute, so he couldn't come to the Internet Invitational. So we had this contact with him, but we'd never really spoken to him or really got a feel for who he was. I followed him on Instagram. I think what he does is unbelievably motivating and just so moving. And we got a chance to talk to him today. And as you'll see, like, I like couldn't even contain myself speaking to this guy. I mean, it's about golf, but it's so much more than that. And that's why I got so emotional, because it's like, we do live in the greatest country in the world. Like, some people get dealt really good hands, and some people get dealt really bad hands. And it's just like, especially when you have a kid, like, you're like, this could have been anyone. Like, we look at our baby and we're like, you could have went anywhere. You know, I don't know how that works, and I don't know what this is. If there's a big man upstairs, if there's a computer or whatever, I like to think that there's a big man looking over after us. But like, you could have been sent anywhere, and you're here, and you're so lucky, because like, we're gonna do everything we can to make this the perfect world for you. But like, you could get sent to a war site. You could get sent to anywhere. Like, you could legitimately just get sent to the worst place in the world. And Isaac was in a situation, and as you'll hear, like, it's not the best situation. Like, he's got a family of 7. They're selling pancakes. They're like, he's working. He's so young that he can't play golf, but he's old enough to work and bring money in for his family because they have no money. What he gets into and how he gets into it, and why golf is so important to him, you'll hear it all towards the end of the show. So please stick around. But it's just like, when I speak to someone like that, it almost makes me feel like a bad person. And I know that that's not how you're supposed to take it away, but like, I feel very lucky at the cards that I got dealt. And then you see someone who may be less fortunate than you, and how they're taking that, and like, they're taking it in stride, and they're actually like benefiting off of it, and they're getting more joy out of life than even I am. Like, he just wants people to know who he is. We had some technical difficulties at first, where we interviewed him, and then we didn't think that the audio recorded. And it was funny. We had a moment where I'm like, Isaac, like, the world's against you, man. Like, not only are you freaking, I'm like, because we were just laughing together. I'm like, not only are you in the situation that you are, and you're like trying to get the word out about this golf foundation that you're starting, but you had the podcast of your life, and then we lost the audio. So like, in that moment to him, he was like, no, like, I can't believe it. Luckily we found it, so we have the original audio. But it was just like one of those, like, you got to be fucking kidding me moments. Like, we finally get this guy's voice heard out there, and we lost it. The first time we'd ever lost audio in the history of the show. It just felt like something was going against us. But it's just, I'm very excited for people to hear it, and I can't wait to see what comes of it. I know a lot of people are going to be reaching out how they can help progress like his goals and ambitions and what he's trying to accomplish in Uganda. You guys are going to love it. I know that I'm really hyping it up. So like, I want to be able to get to that part, but I just want to make sure people stick around for it. It's obviously a very somber day. There's a lot of things going on in the world. This is something that, like, it's very pure. It makes you feel like you need to do more. And it's just him being him. Like, he's not out there asking for a single thing. Like, he just is who he is. And that's what, and to just like tie it all together, like, I watch him and I'm like, I could be doing so much more with the cards I was dealt. Like, I'm sitting in here in a studio. He's got like a phone that doesn't have enough freaking service, or or he just got a phone and it's like he's trying to figure out how to connect to the world and show everyone what they're doing. And I'm sitting here like complaining that we're like the audio is not good and all these things. It's just like it's perspective pie on days that you really need it.
Yeah.
And he served a big slice of it. And I know that comes off as like elitist when you're like, I'm talking to someone that doesn't have it as good as me, so I'm gonna feel better about myself and I'm gonna go like give charity or something. Like it's not like that. It's like he genuinely changes your life, just his being. And that is like the definition of what an inspiring person is.
100%.
There's been inspiring people throughout the history of this world, and like there's a difference between them and like the people that just, read off note cards and like try and say inspiring things. Like he is different. It just comes out of him. It's like part of his soul. He genuinely cares. And one of the things he said in the second interview that he doesn't get to say in the first one, which we're not putting in because the first one was just so much more genuine and better, was that the thing that Isaac wants out of this world is not money. It's not, he says, if I got enough money to build a huge skyscraper that'll touch the sky, at some point when I'm dead and I'm gone from this earth, they're just going to knock it down and they'll build something else over it. He's like, what I want is for people to be able to say my name for eternity, that I made a mark on people's lives, just like the people that made a mark, and you'll hear him talk about this, just like the people that made a mark on his life with just the most simple gestures, the most simple things in life that really sparked this electricity in him. If he could continue to do that in Uganda and all around the world, and people will say, this is the guy that got me to do this, and this is and then it just keeps going and going, and it always keeps going back to Sekulima Isaac. Like that is all he cares about, and that is the big heap of perspective pie that you will be served in this show. Because like it just shows like there's people out there in this world that don't care about all the stuff we care about.
Right.
They do not.
Yeah. I can't wait to get served because I'm in Philadelphia. I'm at the Barstool Classic for 2 days, so unfortunately I wasn't able to be on with Isaac, but I can't wait to listen to it because even like off mic, just in text, you guys are like, this is like one of the best things that has ever happened on the show. So I cannot wait to listen to it. And yeah, perspective pie on any day is good, but today feels like another good time for it. So I can't wait to listen to that whole thing. It sounds amazing.
And we also get to a guy by the name of Kyle Brodhagen, who's gonna get lost in like all this sauce. He had he was so we were trying to talk to a lot of superintendents and pros. Isaac was so good that we ended up just talking to him after Kyle. Kyle was the first guy we're gonna get to. He's got a great story as well. He runs a 9-hole municipal golf course up in Canada. This is like a Friday news dump for Kyle. Like he's right in the middle of just a lot of stuff that's going on. But I want you guys to really pay attention to that as well, because there's great people in this game of golf. He runs the pro shop, he gives all the lessons, and he also is a superintendent. And he's seen kids go to the LPGA Tour. He's seen kids make it to the PGA Canada circuit through this municipal golf course. So like it is a special place. He goes out there, he does the drainage systems, he does the bunkers. He has a team of like 14 people that all help him, but he's doing it all. He said just yesterday he's doing the books, he's spraying the greens, and then he gave a lesson. And then he also finds time to golf 3 or 4 times a week to try and keep his game up and find the love of the game. I'm just like jacked up about these two people, so I know that like we don't usually talk about all the things that are going to be in the interview after, but I just, it's early in the show. We also just got through a lot of heartbreak and a lot of stuff that's making us feel real crummy right now, and it's just good to know that there are also great people in this world that are like just doing the right thing. They're out there, they're grinding. There's like, that's a glimmer of hope right there that like there are people like that and they're willing to share their story. And even if it's like, Isaac is one thing and Kyle's another thing, Kyle's just like drive and dedication to something that we love is inspiring enough for you to be like, wow, people really do love this game. It's not that thing that like I want to slam every time I don't nip a wedge or I don't hit a fairway, I kind of take my wedge and I want to hit it against a freaking cart because the game sucks. It's like, this is a great game that really brings out the best in people, and like people that devote their life to it. It's pretty special, man. It's a pretty cool thing to hear.
I think some positivity is going to do some people some good on this show. So I think that's a good thing. I'm excited to hear those 2 interviews.
On another note, which isn't as positive, the Rory McIlroy T-shirt, or I guess is it a T-shirt or is it polo?
I believe it's a T-shirt.
T-shirt that came out from Ralph Lauren. We got to bring this up. It's been going viral. Ralph Lauren came out with a USA Ryder Cup T-shirt. It's a officially sponsored T-shirt that Ralph Lauren, they kind of own the Ryder Cup, which is a stunning fact that when you think about the business side of golf and all of the apparel companies that kind of own all these players, the rights to all these players' clothing, right? You think of all the most iconic ones. You've obviously got Tiger with Sunday Red and Colin with Adidas and all these guys, right? You got Scotty with Nike. And then they all come together and they just wear another apparel company. I can't even imagine what the business side of those talks, like what that looks like and like how much that costs. Like, you're telling me at the biggest stage in all of the sport, the Ryder Cup, Bethpage, all these brands that spend this money on these players, right? When their players get to the biggest stage, they're wearing Ralph Lauren. Like,
I wonder if it's written into their other contracts. Like, is that language exist where it's like, hey, you are going to wear this, whatever company it is, every single day, every tournament, on course, off course, everywhere you go, you got to be wearing this. And then somewhere in just very tiny print, it's like, except every 2 years, the biggest event in golf,
the biggest,
you're going to wear Ralph Lauren. I mean, it's a fucking win for Ralph Lauren if you're just like, yeah, you guys have them, every other day of the year, except for the one where, I mean, the numbers that this Ryder Cup is going to do on TV, on social, everywhere is just going to be astronomical. And yeah, Ralph Lauren, they have them and they get them, but then they go and they put out this T-shirt.
Right. Well, there's wins for sure. There's wins, but there's also massive losses because now all the eyes are on you, and if it's not perfect, you're going to get crushed. I think a lot of people are kind of shitting on the the Friday through Sunday outfits. I think that a lot of people always get all jazzed up about the scripts, especially like some of the practice ones are outrageous. One of them's like paint splattered or like the paint spray splatter. It's outrageous. It's like, I can't believe that that's going to be a Ryder Cup one. But then they come out with this shirt and it's Rory McIlroy. So they tried to come up with a silhouette swing on the shirt. And of all the people, they picked the most, is the word depictable?
I'll give you that. Sure. I think you might have just made a word up. I like it though.
Like when I look at that, I say Rory McIlroy immediately. I point at it and I say, that's Rory McIlroy. Right. And they decided of all the swings to pick the one where the guy is the most, what's the word I'm looking for?
It's there. I know what you're saying. Recognizable?
He has the most recognizable, yeah. The most recognizable, like, follow through finish you'll ever see. Like, Rory does it. It's like the way his hat sits on his head, the way that his like chin is kind of tucked up, how strong of a finish he has. That's Rory McIlroy. He gets asked this. Ryan Richardson can pull up the clip. He gets asked about this a little bit. It's just a little bit of juice that I guess the Europeans, we didn't want to give them because now he's laughing at our expense. Watch this clip.
They are selling a USA Ryder Cup T-shirt. Are you aware of this? Yeah. Can you confirm or deny whether that is the silhouette of Rory McIlroy?
It looks more like Adam Scott to me than me, I think. But it's it looks a little similar. I don't know.
There's going to be loads of American fans at Bethpage with Rory McIlroy silhouette in their tops.
That's okay. That's fine. I won't mind that.
I think so. It's funny. I think Rory is kind of being nice because at some point, like, that's just a worker that just got it wrong. Like, I don't.
Correct.
He could just completely shit on it and like kind of take it as momentum for the European Ryder Cup team and like a loss for the USA team. He knows Keegan Bradley didn't come up with that design. Like, that's Rory being a nice guy saying like, you know what's like, people make mistakes. It's undoubtedly Rory McIlroy in that silhouette. He knows it. Him saying Adam Scott is just him being nice. Someone along the line, and I don't know how it makes its way to on that shirt. Because, dude, do you understand how many things need to get like approved lawyer-wise, and just like what all of the hoops that you have to jump through to get something like that approved on a shirt? Like, we have a deal with the Ryder Cup right now, where it's like we had 300 hats or whatever it was. We couldn't put them out. They're literally never going to see the light of day.
Sitting in a crate
we found that out the day that we were releasing the hats because the word Bethpage Black wasn't on two different lines. It was on one line. And that's fine. We're not blaming anybody for that. Like, that's just our mistake. But like, that's my point, is like everything is so like hyper analyzed that like they didn't notice at any point that they were putting the European best player on the United States shirt. No one thought that was going to come up.
Right. If you wanted to put Rory McIlroy on the shirt, you couldn't. It's illegal. Like, they would say no. Rory's team would say no. You wouldn't want it, but if you even tried to do that, it would be an absolute no. So the fact that it somehow found its way onto a USA shirt with, like you're saying, the spiritual, the talent lead of Team Europe is, I don't know what to think about it. And Rory was being nice. I just, hopefully we all just move on and it doesn't go any further. But it is crazy because that is just Rory McIlroy on a USA Ryder Cup t-shirt, which is stunning.
Now, I will say I hope there's nothing legal about it because our very own logo has the silhouette of a professional golfer.
Yeah, it does.
His name is Bryson DeChambeau. Am I breaking news with that? I mean, I'm sure people.
No, I think people know that. I think
So
Bryson
in
probably
the
knows that.
in the original Foreplay logo, it was Bryson dropping a golf ball from eye height.
No, it's him leaning. It's knee height, right?
No, but then we changed it when the rule changed.
That's right.
Remember
that's
that?
right. Yes.
So like
I do remember that.
it was always like, like what's the logo going to be? It's like, oh, we're shitty golfers. Of course, you just hit one out of bounds. We're dropping a ball here at the stake. Get it? Like bad golfers hitting it out of bounds. Now all of a sudden the rule changed in like, what was that? Like 2019 or something like that?
Something like that.
And you had to drop it to knee height. So we were scrambling. At that moment, we're like, oh, we can change the logo now because everyone knows like you can't drop it from head height. It would be a funny little change. And like changing a logo is a huge deal. You have merchandise that has it on. You've got a bunch of things that have it on, like in the office. There's all this signage. So we're like, what do we do? Do we do Kevin Kisner swing? Remember we had a couple of different ones? We had all these different like ideas. This is before the B cross T that ends up being like our main logo now. But we ended up changing it. We had to find a shot of Bryson, and luckily, like right when that rule change happened, Bryson had a viral picture go of him kind of really bending down, dropping one from a knee, and we're like, oh my god, it just presented itself to us. The guy who was the original logo now has a perfect silhouette. I mean, if you look at it, it's a great silhouette, but that's Bryson. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe it's our version of Bryson, I guess legal would want me to say.
Yeah, I don't know. And, full transparency, if he catches wind of it, sues us and makes us change it, I'd be okay with a change.
Yeah, no, I mean, I hope that he wouldn't do that. I think it's almost like honoring him. I don't even have it behind me, do I? No, I don't even have the logo anywhere here in this room, which is wild. I don't have the logo anywhere in this room.
I have it on a couple of hoodies. I don't think I have them with me, but yeah.
But
that's
the
definitely
point
him.
being is like
Maybe.
we don't have like our competition as our logo, which is what the Ryder Cup shirts did. That's really where like the issue lies. Is like you have the best guy on the other team, essentially like the playing captain, right? The captain of the guys that are actually playing. The guy, Rory McIlroy, who's having the greatest year on that side. Like you have him on your shirt. That's a huge miss on all accounts of the Team USA.
Correct.
Huge miss.
Big miss.
What else did we want to get to? Oh, Tyrrell Hatton. Speaking of Team Europe, Tyrrell Hatton had this quote, which I haven't really listened to the whole thing. I know Ryan has a like 2-minute condensed version, but apparently Tyrrell talks about when he found out he made the Ryder Cup team. This is like his whole kind of, I guess, night out or whatever happened. His celebration. Let's listen to this because Tyrrell Hatton's one of the all-time party guys.
Yeah, he called me to say that the guys weren't earning points in Atlanta and that I'd actually made the team automatically, and that was obviously a very nice phone call to receive, and I was I was over the moon, to be honest. And then also John had just won the individual, so we had a bit of a tear up, and
a bit of a tear up.
That was a messy night in the end. I do not want to feel that bad the next day. That was aggressive. I won't go into the details of what state that I woke up to. But,
come on, we want it.
Well, if you want to know, I'll tell you.
We do.
When I did actually get back into the room, I fell across the bed sideways and face down in that position, and then I've woken myself up throwing up in that position,
This is
I've
insane.
then fallen back asleep in that position.
So dangerous, but yeah.
And then as I've woken up, I've got like sick all down my arms, both
gotten
sides, all
sick.
down my shirt. I get off the bed, like walk around to the bathroom, look in the mirror, I'm like, oh my God, I've got sick in my face, in my beard. How I set an alarm to make the flight for the few hours time, I don't know. But yeah, then waking up in a slightly more sober state was horrendous, and having to clean up that. I mean, I ended up calling Emily. I was like, I don't know what to do. I mean, I was rushing to like, make the room somewhat acceptable before leaving. So yeah, I ended up stripping the bed, leaving some cash on and a note saying I was really sorry. I was sick on the bed in the night. Please throw in the trash. But I feel like I did the right thing upon leaving, but I was in a pretty bad state.
Dude, the fact
That's
that
incredible.
he started, it's an incredible story. The fact that he started that and was like, I'll spare you the details on the night that I had after I was named to the Ryder Cup. And then just goes on to tell he threw up all over himself, threw up on his arms, threw up in his own beard. And I love that he calls it sick. He's like, I had sick on my arms. I had a bit of a tear up that night, and I put sick all over my body. Yeah, man, that is a tough spot to be in, and I've never had anything close to like that. But sometimes I will be a piece of shit in a hotel room where I order a bunch of food, and I'm just the worst version of myself. And I always pick up before I leave, but I am like, if I left it like this, the person who comes in here is like, there's something wrong with that person. So
Yeah.
I understand that anxiety of like leaving a hotel room when you've been a garbage person for a couple of days.
Been a bad boy in there, and you're just like, I'm
Yeah.
now, the average person shouldn't be susceptible to my bad behavior in this room. You know what I mean? Like, this person's just at work. They're coming in. They're going to clean the
Yeah.
sheets. They don't need to see the horrors that I have, committed in this room,
Like-
which are dirty snacking, like just nastiness.
Like in 231, room 231, the person they kicked up the sheet a little bit. And they're like, all right, I'll just remake the bed. You get to 232,
Well,
and it's like a bomb went off in that guy's
Yeah.
room, and he's just like, yeah. So I understand the anxiety of that, you leave a little bit of a tip, and I do clean up, but I'm just saying, very funny of Tyrrell Hatton to just be like, yeah, when I made the Ryder Cup team, I went full send and just puked all over myself.
So good.
Really
Well,
funny.
to continue the Ryder Cup talk and a little bit of Tiger talk, we're going to get to myself and Riggs from earlier today, and then after that, please stick around for Isaac and Kyle. I believe it was Kyle. See, this is what I mean. Yeah, Kyle Brodhagen. Please stick around for that. Trent, I don't know if you had any other parting words before we get to those parts of the podcast, but
No, I don't. I was like I was saying before, excited to listen, and I really do hope people stick around and listen to it because it sounds like it is spectacular.
I've got this new camera set up in here, which I hope you all start to get because, it's hard to not look really fat on this camera. It's like, it's impossible. I feel and look as fat in my face as I ever have, and it's something I can't feel comfortable with. Like, I hate doing the podcast now.
You think you look fat right now?
Oh, dude.
I think you look like you. Not to say maybe no, you don't
Oh
look fat.
man, come on, dude. It's one of those things. I gotta figure it out. You might come back to the next episode and see a different angle of this because I just don't like this.
Bro,
it's right down the barrel.
It's gonna be it's gonna be on the ceiling, the camera, and you're just gonna be looking up at it.
I'm gonna figure this out for sure. I'm gonna figure this out.
Okay.
All right, we'll get to. We're gonna talk some Tiger Woods.
Golf is hard. Protein is easy. With one Hershey's double chocolate, it's made with 18 grams of protein and only 1 gram of sugar. It deliciously fuels your golf game. Only one Hershey's double chocolate is made with Hershey's cocoa. Protein just got delicious. These are awesome. These have been huge for me for traveling. I mean, obviously, golf course snack. Make sure you put them in the old cooler. Don't want them to melt. But also travel. I throw one in my backpack. Pull it out, the 18 grams of protein, the only 1 gram of sugar, phenomenally delicious, and just my go-to snack these days.
Yeah, my wife and I have been using them a lot because now with the kid and we're like running around and we're going to different events and like you really don't have much time to like sit down and prepare lunch or meals or anything like that. You're kind of just like on the move right now, and he's not even mobile, and I can't even imagine how much worse it's going to get when he gets bigger and starts moving around. But for like right now, we have these bars all stacked up in our pantry, and we've just been crushing them. You take one, take it into the car, and you feel good. You feel like you can get to dinner in a couple hours. It kind of holds you over. And then on the golf course, it is just such a great snack to have out there, getting that protein, making sure that you're really fueled up and ready to go. I keep them all in my golf bag. Like Riggs said, you got to throw them in the cooler, make sure they don't get like all milky and disgusting on you, because that's not good for anything. You want to keep them nice and firm and chewy. It's the best, dude. The consistency of a one bar is so good. It just feels good in your mouth, man.
They are so good. They're delicious. They got other great flavors too. One does with the one Reese's peanut butter lovers, the one Hershey's cookies and cream, one of my favorites, and their iconic one maple glazed donut, and the one birthday cake flavors. But make sure you check out now. Buy the new one Hershey's double chocolate protein bar on Amazon. Protein just got delicious. A lot of people aren't aware of how much they spend each month, including us. Do you know how many subscriptions you pay for? What about how much you spend on takeout or delivery? Probably more than you think. It's definitely more than you think. But there's an app designed to help you manage your money better. We're talking about Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions. It monitors your spending and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. This is like a legit financial lifesaver, Rocket Money.
Yeah, it's been very, very helpful for me. I've got a bunch of different subscriptions. It allows you to have a full overview of everything that you're subscribed to and that you are paying for. Even when a cash is checked, it lets you know. I get that notification. It's just kind of it's that overarching look at all of your finances, going in, coming out. It's really, really helpful for me. And with everything going on, you got a million different things, car payments, mortgages, everything. It's just nice to know. It tells you, hey, these are your standard payments, and this one is a little bit weird. What's this one? And it was a dinner, and it's like you just check it off. That's good, and you're on with your way. It's great.
Rocket Money's 5 million members have saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, with members saving up to $740 a year when they use all of the app's premium features. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/4 today. That's rocketmoney.com/4, rocketmoney.com/4. Couple things on the headlines front. We're going to start with, I saw this morning, people could say whatever they want when you tweet about a one Tiger Woods, but I saw this morning like one of the most number one trending things in the United States, like 40-something thousand tweets, was Tiger Woods, all because of basically one or two little sneaky rogue videos of Tiger's wedge swing at Liberty National for the annual Nexus Cup that they do. I'm never not going to get excited. It is, somebody mentioned it on the show within the last couple weeks. Starting to feel about that time. It's been since like April or May, it feels like, when we got an update from Tiger Woods that he's going to have surgery. He's not going to play the rest of the year. Haven't seen or heard a lick from him on the golf front since then. Saw him walking around supporting Charlie, fully dressed up in gear like he's ready to sub in if Charlie couldn't finish the round. Other than that, we haven't heard anything. It's the first golf swing that we've seen from Tiger Woods since the most recent surgery. I know it's a wedge swing. I know he's on the range and all that. Thought he looked pretty goddamn clean out there swinging the golf club.
I mean, the last time he put out just one wedge swing and we lost our minds, didn't he go on to like win the Masters like later on the next year or so? So, I mean, usually when one swing comes out like this, it has a pretty good path to success. Tiger's taking his time. I think father time is obviously, quickly approaching, and he probably knows that. But he also knows his limitations. He knows his expectations, and no one knows that aside from Tiger. So if he feels like he can take his time, he can come back, he can play professional golf, he can try and win, I'm always going to root for that, and I'm always going to be on his side and think that could happen. If Tiger Woods thinks it could happen, I'm going to think it can happen. And what I saw on that wedge shot was pure glory and finesse and probably multiple majors. out of that action. I mean, it was the perfectly flighted little wedge. It was unbelievable how good that was. Will Zalatoris was like, I think he audibly said "whoa" on one of them. It was nuts. And I think they like won the Nexus Cup. I don't know if he played in it. I saw a photo of him holding up the number 4 with like Steph Curry and Del Curry and a bunch of other guys, and they were all holding up number 4, like their 4th time winning the Nexus Cup. Did he hit shots with them, or is he just? I didn't understand.
I'm going to assume he just won it on his own. I'm going to assume he just went out there and was the only man that mattered. He was the A player and just got it all done by himself.
Does he?
I don't really have any other choice.
Does he play in it, or does he just host it?
I don't even really know what it is. I feel like we get this like
either.
Clinic part of it. We get like an interview part of it. There's a little bit of a golf part of it. I don't know what it is. I just know that Tiger Woods shows up and like 2 or 3 other Will Zalatoris, Max Homa, like level golfers show up, and then they put out a couple of clips, and then they put out a picture like Tiger won the whole thing, which I like, and then they kind of disappear for another year. That's all I really know about it. I will say, like, when the Tiger swing emerges, and this does happen every couple of years or so, at this point, I almost had like, I don't know, I had forgotten that Tiger Woods, the golfer, is still even potentially a thing. And I know people are going to focus on like, well, afterwards I saw he's like putting a little bit of weight was not easy on that ankle. Yeah, no shit. The ankle is always going to be the ankle. We know that. The fact that like, I almost get in my head that the only Tiger Woods I'm going to see again, and when I do see him, is going to be in like a wheelchair. And then when he takes a golf swing like that, I'm like, oh shit, Tiger Woods could still like play golf. In fact, last time Tiger Woods, last year or year and a half ago, when Tiger Woods really played golf, like he made the cut at the Masters tournament, like legitimately made the cut at the Masters. And then I know the majors in 2024 after that weren't amazing, and but he's had another surgery. In theory, if he's having a surgery, that means he's going to be like better equipped from a physicality standpoint to play now than he was like a year ago. And that's great news. And so like, I kind of, all of that in one swing got me fired up for that reason, where I was like, dude, okay, that to me looks like a man who is like still going to try to play golf. And sure, maybe he'll play a little Champions Tour stuff after he turns 50. Fine. But like, I know that motherfucker is still going to play in the Masters. He's still going to try to play in all the majors. And there's a chance he catches lightning in a bottle, all that stuff that like he finds the right setup. He starts to build up again, that he could have a chance at like making a run. Tom Watson almost won the Open Championship in 2009 when he was 59 years old. Phil was however old he was, 50, 51, when he won that PGA. And I know Tiger's not as healthy as those guys from a full body standpoint. Guess what? Those guys also aren't Tiger fucking Woods. So at some point, it's like, okay, health, not as good. Skill, way better. That's why he's got the most, he's tied for the most wins of all time, which is sort of bullshit. We've gone through Mr. Snead's record. No disrespect to Mr. Snead, but the Tiger record is significantly more impressive. He's got the 15 majors. He's got the whole deal. And so yeah, am I optimistic seeing that? You're goddamn right. That wasn't even on my radar. That was stunning when that came across my feed of that. I didn't expect it, and I really liked what I saw. So I got excited.
Yeah. No, I mean, we talk about it a lot, but the fact that golf is this big right now and Tiger Woods hasn't been a part of it is a really great sign. And the fact that he'll just be injected back into that world and just infused into our lives, playing at the Hero World Championship and then playing at the PNC and the whole entire deal, we're just going to be able to watch Tiger, and then also all the golf that we've come to love in this new era with the Scotty Schefflers, the Rory McIlroys, where like they're just taking the PGA Tour and they're running with it. You got Tiger now joining that squad. You got to think that he's going to be joining it. I mean, he hasn't made any declarations that he's going to be playing anytime soon, but once you start seeing the chips, this is kind of how he rolls out his comeback, and we're very, very excited about it. So Tiger is getting back in the mix. He was playing great at the TGL, as crazy as that sounds. When he doesn't have to walk, the guy's swing speed is like faster than Rory McIlroy's, and he was like absolutely bombing drives. And remember that one wedge he hit like over the green? We're like, this guy's too strong right now.
I do remember. That's a good point. That like it wasn't that long ago. TGL went through what, like February, March, and then he had his surgery afterwards.
Yeah.
And in that time, he was standing up and just ripping drives like 310 yards, no problem. And you're just like, oh, okay. Like we're acting like this guy's in a wheelchair. He's out there roasting tee shots. People are chanting like Tiger. He's coming out to smoke. That was earlier this year. It's only fucking September.
That was 2025.
That was like 6-7 months ago. And then all he's done since is had surgery, heal, rehab, and in theory, get better. So like,
correct.
So yeah, am I excited? Of course I'm fucking excited. It's Tiger Woods. And And it is a great point that, like, if this golf ecosystem is as healthy as it currently is, and then you get to just, like, occasionally inject a little dose of Tiger Woods into it, that is phenomenal. That is such a good place for us to be living in. And it almost, like, yeah, are we at the point where it might not matter whether he's, like, winning or not that much? I think we might be, and that's fine. The fact that, like, we get to see Tiger out there competing, the story that Scotty Scheffler told about the one round of golf he's played with Tiger Woods, I think it was the only one, where he played with him in the Masters in the final round, where Tiger made like a 12 on the 12th hole or a 10 or whatever the hell he made, and then finished with like 6 birdies or 5 birdies or whatever the hell he made. And Scotty said, like, the most amazing thing I ever noticed and took away that changed my golf mindset forever was on, like, the very first hole. Me and Tiger are 12 shots out of the lead. We have no chance to win the event. And Tiger's got like a par putt on the first hole, and he read it like it was to win the Grand Slam and the Ryder Cup all in one shot. And he's like, that just changed my whole mindset. It's like, I've never seen someone cared and took every shot so seriously that it was life or death. It was more important than life or death. It was like his family was on the line, and it was just a putt on a Sunday morning when neither one of us was in contention. And so to kind of extrapolate from there, it's like, the fact that we even get to see him in the environment where he cares about the result, he cares about the shots, he could be teeing it up at the Masters or at US Open venues around the world, that's fucking awesome. And like the fact that we might get to see him again next time, who knows, when 2, 3, 4, 5 years, when they go back to the old course at St. Andrews and he goes across that Smoking Bridge again. Like, the fact that we could even get some of those moments again, possibly, it's maybe a no, it's maybe a yes, it's just fucking really exciting. It just gets me going.
Now, I will say, if he's able to go to the Nexus event at Liberty National and he's nipping wedges, if he does not show up to the Ryder Cup, I will be severely disappointed. Severely. Like, he's healthy enough to travel, come to New York, hit golf shots. Like, you need to be there at Bethpage. You have to. The president's going to be there. Everyone's going to be there. It's the biggest golf event in the history of the sport. If you're not a part of that, what are we talking about then?
I think he'll be there. I think he has to be there. I think that when we sort of somehow got there together as a group, that this is probably going to be the biggest event from a spectacle standpoint in the history of the game of golf. Tiger Woods has to be there. You know what I'm saying? It's like Steve Carell had to be in the finale of The Office. It's like, you just,
correct,
like,
yes.
Tiger Woods has to be there. I don't care what his role is. I don't care if it's just he comes out, waves on the first tee, they put him on the big screen and put it all over social, and then he gets back on his plane and flies home. Fine. But like, he's got to be there at some point. He is the biggest figure that has ever existed in the world of golf, and it's not even close, and everybody agrees. And now here we've got the biggest event. He's got to be there. He was just in New York nipping wedges. Like you said, you got to be there.
There's no excuse. There's literally no excuse now. Like, that's on him for putting that out. If we hadn't seen Tiger Woods and we don't really know where his health is at, and we don't know if he's on golf courses, if he's wearing golf apparel, when he's wearing golf apparel, nipping wedges, you have to be at Ryder Cups. You have to show up at the Ryder Cup. So that's my last take on that. Like, if he's not there, he's gonna make me pretty upset.
I agree, and I think a big part of it's Charlie. I just kind of thought about this in real time, but like, I think Charlie really wants to be there, and so Tiger's to be like,
who doesn't?
Oh, my son, who's obsessed with golf, he and I could go up to Bethpage Black, where Tiger Woods won the U.S. Open, for Christ's sake. Go up to Bethpage Black and have more VIP access than has ever existed in the world. He could sub in and hit shots if he wanted, and no one from Team Europe or Team USA is going to have a single complaint about it. I think Luke Donald would be like, hell yeah, that's great for the event. I think Keegan would be like, great, no problem. So like, him and Charlie could just roll up. They could literally be on the first tee. They could be in the locker room. They should be everywhere. I think he's got to do that, dude. He's also like, no matter what people care or think about this, he's clearly a Trump guy. He's like, plays golf with Trump and stuff. So it's like, the president's going to be there. So you're like, he could be like the right-hand man of the most powerful person on planet Earth at the event that is the biggest event in the game that he basically owns. Come on, Mr. Woods. You got to be in this thing.
It's happening. He's going to be there.
I think I think he's going to be there. And if he is, God, hopefully Robbie Mack, would be like getting the whole gang back together. Maybe Joey the Cava has a little run in with him.
Yeah. Give to Borelli's on Wednesday night.
Go buy tickets, by the way, if you haven't. Go check out tickets. I think,
Yep.
it's important for us to explain, and you were talking about this a lot on the little group text, Frankie, but like this is a whole night. This is dinner and a whole deal at Borelli's.
Yeah, we're doing dinner, live music, drinks, like all the Boston Beer Company drinks you can think of, the Trulies, the Sam Adams, the Twisted Teas, all that stuff. We're going to be having them all throughout the restaurant, unlimited food, unlimited drink, live show, live music, guests. We're booking guests right now. They're looking really good. It's going to be a really fun way to kick it off. I said I would play someone in cornhole for $500. One person messaged me saying that they accepted the offer. I haven't accepted that offer, even though I said it on the podcast.
Yeah, you got to do
But
some research.
It's just
You
going to
gotta
be one
do
of those
some vetting
nights.
on them.
You got to do some research. This guy might be like a professional cornhole player, and I'm just like basically donating $500 to him. But
You'll play against
but yeah.
any amateur cornhole player you'll play against.
100%. So yeah, you see the price of the ticket. It's including all that stuff. It's a Ryder Cup dinner with a bunch of people that love the game of golf. We're all going to talk golf. We're all going to obsess over what we're about to watch over the next 4 or 5 days, and we can't wait. So make sure you go buy tickets. It's on our socials. It's at Borelli's. It's going to be a fun night. We're going from like 6 till God knows when. We'll go all night. So it's going to be a good time.
You do not need to sink a 30-foot putt to score big this weekend. Just fire up the DraftKings Sportsbook and take your shot at the green, the kind with dollar signs. Whether you're a diehard golf fan or just in it for the Sunday drama, DraftKings has everything you need to make every round a little bit more exciting. We're talking live bets, prop plays, odds boosts, and plenty more. If you're new to betting on golf, it's simpler than reading a green. Just pick something simple like a golfer to win it all. Lock in your pick, and you're off and running. We got, I think, 10 out of the 12 United States Ryder Cup members playing this week out in Napa. So jump on the DraftKings Sportsbook, and the best part is there's something better than a hole-in-one. It's new customers betting $5, and if your bet wins, you'll score $200 in bonus instantly. So you bet $5, $200 in bonus instantly if your bet wins. Take your swing at winning some dough this week. We love the DraftKings Sportsbook. It's a great time, Frankie.
Yeah, it's actually kind of funny thinking about a guy like, I don't know, like Bo Hostler or like Davis Thompson that are playing in the Pro Corps being like, yeah, we're going to get our feet a little wet here. And then all of a sudden, like, the big boys all just came in and they're just having like a rendezvous at your tournament. You've got like Scotty Scheffler, Russell Henley, Justin Thomas, all the favorites are just Team USA. Like if you were like committed to this event for a year and all of a sudden you're playing in this thing, that's just funny to me. Scotty Scheffler, the outright winner, plus 210. The next guy, closest guy, plus 1600 at Russell Henley. That's one of those things where it's like, if you're not betting Scotty Scheffler, what are you doing?
Look at that. The odds makers, they're high on Russell Henley right now, man. For him
They
to be
are.
the second favorite in that field tells you a little bit about the Team USA, which I like. But yeah, it is like a bummer. You're out in Napa. A lot of these guys too. I think there's guys that just like graduated from the Corn Ferry Tour, that like got their card and they're out there like my first couple events. Let's go. And no, Scotty Scheffler. But make sure you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the code FORE, FORE. You can take your swing at winning some dough this week. That's code FORE for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets instantly when you bet just $5 only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. If you're going to trade crypto, make sure you do it right. There's no sketchy platforms, no sketchier customer support. That's why we only trust Kraken. Kraken lets you buy, sell, and swap over 300 cryptos without the lag, crashes, or clownery. Buying crypto manually, that's old school. Recurring buys let you automate your investments so you stack sats without even thinking about it. DCA done right. You can buy more when prices dip, less when they spike. Link your bank in minutes. You just set it, forget it, and let your portfolio grow. We maybe aren't the most versed when it came to crypto, but using Kraken, unbelievably easy and efficient, this thing. Kraken Pay is instant crypto payments, so you could be, covering a lost bet, splitting the tab after a night out, sending funds for the next wild adventure, whatever it might be. Kraken Pay lets you move money instantly, and also you can refer your friends. Kraken will hook you up with $200 in USDG just for spreading the love. So quit waiting. Head to kraken.com/barstool. That's kraken.com/barstool. Not investment advice. Crypto trading involves risk of loss and is offered to U.S. customers, excluding Washington, New York, and Maine. through Payward Interactive Incorporated.
All right, we're now joined by Kyle Brodhagen. Is that how we're saying it? Kyle Brodhagen? Brodhagen, in Ontario,
You need another
Canada.
A in there, but it's going to be Brodhagen. You know,
I
it's
get it.
got to be
Brodhagen.
Yeah.
Kyle, we're talking to we got a couple of special guests today from around the golf world. We want to hear from some of the listeners. You reached out, said that you had an interesting type of location up there in Ontario, Canada. Talk to us a little bit about this spot. I know that it's special to you. You're the superintendent and the club pro. It's a 9-hole golf course. Give us like kind of the lowdown of what this place is.
Yeah, so we're a little 9-hole golf course. It's the Stratford Municipal Golf Course, but it's known as the Muni. Everyone in the area just calls it the Muni. I am the superintendent and club pro here. I actually grew up learning golf here in the junior program. So this place is near and dear to my heart. I went away for a little bit to work on a grounds crew at a couple other golf courses. And when they were hiring a general manager here, they couldn't afford to hire someone to do inside and outside. And I had gone to school for golf and rec management and had done outside. So I was a nice fit to come back home. It's a fabulous golf course. We've produced some golfers that have played some LPGA tour events. We have about 5 or 6 kids that I know that have become PGA of Canada golf professionals. It's everything you need in a beginner's golf course, but it also gives a challenge to your everyday good golfer.
From the business side, how much of a overhaul or like an overtaking is it to do both things? I mean, those are 2 unbelievably full-time jobs. Like when we have buddies that are superintendents, they literally live on the golf course. And then the club pros, if they don't have a house on the golf course, they basically live inside, the pro shop. I mean, how are you managing both things at this? I know it's a 9-hole course, but still, like, it sounds like it's a pretty sweet track. And the fact that you're doing all to me just makes me have stress just thinking about your schedule.
It takes a phenomenal staff. I have a staff of 14 people that all love to be here and they all love the golf course. And it takes a lot of scheduling. Like yesterday alone, I did some book work and then went out and hit the sprayer to spray the greens myself. And then there's the odd day where at like 3:34, I'm out giving a lesson. So it does take some scheduling, but it also takes a very supportive wife. She has a lot of understanding to me being at the golf course a lot as well.
Incredible. I got to ask you, so, you've got this 9-hole facility. You guys can't be open for that long throughout the year. You got a 14-person staff. Sounds like it's in great shape. Money-wise, as a Muni, it's obviously coming from the city. Who advocates to get that money? Do you have to go to like council meetings and like try to get more money? Do you have to talk to the city? Where's it come from?
So we actually have a weird relationship. We were actually started by the Canadian National Railway Association for their employees as a recreation facility. And then it went on lease to a few club pros throughout the years. And then the city came in and said, you're actually on our land and you owe us money for lease, basically. So the city owns the building, but we're a board of directors of volunteer members that all come to board meetings, and we pay the city a lease to be on their property, which actually works out really well for us, where it allows us to put all the money back into the golf course. We're not going to the city for golf course repairs. So in the last couple of years, we've been able to do bunker renovations, drainage, full irrigation, just stuff to make the golf course better and to give a better product in the end.
Has this been a learn as you go experience in terms of like doing the superintendent side of things? I know that you said that you worked on a grounds crew, but like being at the helm of this thing, like for me, when I see some of my buddies, they have to go through all the different changes, like you just said, bunker renovations, drainage. Like, is this like you don't really know what you're getting into until you start to dig into the ground? Like, is it like any other job where it's like as you kind of go, you learn as you go, or were you pretty prepared to take this on when you first took the job?
I was really lucky at my past job. I had a great mentor in Fred Smolsel, who actually sent me to Turf Management University. So my background was mostly in turf. So that's been lucky. But yeah, we're always learning and growing and changing with the different conditions. The last 2 years up here, we've had really, really wet seasons, and this year's been a really dry season. But we're constantly making those changes of adding drainage and making sure we have the watering system to keep things as good as they can be, and always having great playing conditions. And being a 9-hole course and a Muni, we can't change everything, but I'm a firm believer if you have great greens and you have flat tee blocks and good bunkers, people are going to come back.
100%. Yeah, I mean, like I at my club here on Long Island, we had some crazy weather here this year, and like we had a ton of rain for a long time, and then it just hit you with like 100-degree heat for 2 straight weeks. And I've been getting all these emails from the club being like, a couple of these greens, like they're kind of detailing exactly what has been happening. Ton of moisture got underneath, and like as they kind of dig deeper and deeper and deeper, they're realizing how much moisture is all the way under there. And now it's like this whole 6-month plan to try and get these greens back. But I can't imagine the headaches that come across. Like that's something you can't prepare for, right? It's just like a perfect storm kind of thing where you're just getting dumped on 12 inches of rain and the next day 100 degrees. I guess it creates this type of like gas system underneath the ground and just completely torches all the grass. I don't know anything about it, but I do know from these emails it's been absolute chaos.
Yeah, it's a living product out there, right? Like the grass is a full-on living organism, and it's we deal with it as it tells us what to do. It's you'll find you have different dry spots. One year that spot as dry as can be, the next year it's as wet as can be. So we're constantly making changes, but we have good systems and programs in place, and it takes years to get your course to what you want it to be. It's a steady thing that we're always growing and learning and changing to adapt to what the course is giving us.
What's your winter look like? Are you guys doing big changes to the course in the winter? I know a lot of those places from a turf standpoint, it feels like you guys would be off in the winter, and usually the answer is you're busier in the winter than you are in the summer.
Yeah, so we do most of our renovations kind of that last stretch of November into December before the snow starts to fly. Last year we had a long winter, and we had snow from middle of November right through to March, but we're always doing whatever we can in November, but we're lucky enough where we got a TrackMan sim in our clubhouse, so that's keeping us busy in the winter with golfers coming in and hitting golf balls and doing stuff like that. But most of our construction is usually done kind of late fall, early spring, and then just ride that 4-month window that we have of really nice weather. Like today it's 25 and sunny, or I guess that'd be about 80 for you guys. But today we got a beautiful fall day.
What's your favorite part about this? Is it the maintaining of the golf course? Is it you said like you see a lot of guys turning into, PGA Canada players or LPGA pros. You get to see kind of the development of actual players. Is it running the shop and kind of being able to curate things like that, like, the merchandise and all of the business side of it? What's been your favorite part of this kind of all hands on deck job?
The people. It's the people make this golf course, and as you guys know, they make the industry. There's some great people in this industry, and the people I've got to meet and network with and just kind of are part of my life now because of the golf world is what makes this such a lovely career and makes it what it is.
It's just the love of the game, man. Like there's only so many people who are truly like committing their professional and a lot of their personal time to just the love of the game. And I know like we learned a lot of that with the Turf Crew folks really across the board. I feel like are as like on that mission and driven by that love of the game as much as anybody in golf. And we found that out, when we did the behind the greens with Wingfoot and leading up to the US Open and being out there with Steve Rabideau and his whole crew and these folks being like, yeah, we're up at 3 or 4 in the morning. We're walking the golf course and working on the golf course and the grass and all the conditioning until well after sunset. And we do that every day. And you're just like, that has to be driven by something. And it's that love of the game. Like, where did your just pure love for the game of golf come from?
Like every typical Canadian, I grew up thinking I was a hockey player. I played a lot of junior hockey. I was a goaltender. Obviously a little bit of a different breed there in being a goalie, but when that ended, I played golf every summer. Summers were off. My parents always made sure I was like a dual sport athlete. So I spent all summer at the golf course. And when hockey ended, it was, what am I going to do? I saw golf as an option in school, and I was like, it'd be cool to be an athlete and have that as your career. It's one of those things where it's not work when you love what you do. It's, you don't mind waking up and being here when the sun's rising and still being here when the sun sets. If you love what you do, I know a lot of guys that get in the industry say they don't play. I still make sure I keep passion for myself to play, and I make sure I get out 3-4 times a week still to get out to play, because the guys that are working 9 to 5, what do they do when they're done? They go and they play a round of golf. So when I'm done, I try and find, even if it's not here, I'll go find another golf course and go play, just to make sure that I'm still enjoying playing golf and getting out on the golf course.
I feel like
That's
you
awesome,
and
man.
Beef would be best friends.
Oh
you
yeah.
know?
Yeah, I've seen the videos. I'd love me and B playing around would be amazing.
Well, Kyle, that's awesome
know.
to hear, man. We need guys like you that are just putting in all the work and all the effort for the love of the game. It's what makes this game keep going and growing. And it sounds like you guys got a great spot at the Muni up there in Ontario. What's the city that you guys
Stratford,
are in?
Ontario is known for its festival.
Stratford. Did you I got to get your thoughts. You see Mitch Marner's first media tour with the Vegas Knights. Were you pretty pumped to see him out there?
Well, as much as I'm from Ontario, it's sad to say that because I'm a goaltender, I'm a massive Montreal Canadiens fan for Patrick Waugh.
Okay.
And,
There you
and
go.
all those. So, I try
Coach.
not to follow the Leaf trend here. They're only Toronto's 2 hours from us, but I kind of go the other direction and not being a Maple Leaf fan. So,
Patty Waugh's my
good.
coach, so I love that.
yeah,
that's right.
He wasn't a goaltender better. Well,
Yeah,
maybe
right.
Carey
That's right.
Price. He did well.
Oh, what a run he had. Phenomenal run he had. Yeah. It's
Didn't
better
they
to
just
be a
like
Caps
trade
fan.
Carey Price's like contract somewhere?
They
What was
did.
that about?
They just traded him.
Is he still playing, or is that just like a books thing?
Clearing some cap space.
Got it. Yeah, that was confusing to see Carey Price on like the transaction page.
It's a shame he
Um,
never won a cup. He was too good not to win one.
Yeah, Carey Price, Henrik
Yeah.
Lundqvist. It's all sad. It's a sob story for all these goalies, but it is what it is. Well, Kyle, dude, we appreciate you getting to us, man. I know that we got some other guys that we got to get to here, so it's been fun talking to you. Like I said, it's awesome that what you're doing is it's so for the people. It's a Muni golf course. You've got a bunch of different jobs that you got to kind of look over, and you're taking it all in stride. And this is what's growing the game. So thanks for calling and letting
I'll
people
say
kinda
too,
hear your
like-
story, man.
Dude, golf in Canada, when I've been up there for the Canadian Open, you guys love your golf. I've been up there a couple times, Canadian Open, and then for the President's Cup last year. And, we always like to give Canadian shit, especially late this year with the Trumpster and the 51st state. It's a good time. But some of our favorite places to ever play golf are in Canada. And the Canadian golf fans are just as passionate and into it, and obviously Canadian nice as you could possibly be. So sneaky for a pretty cold place most of the year. You guys love your golf up there.
Yeah, golf is great. It's doing great up here. It's booming. And yeah, if you guys are ever up in this area, feel free to drop in and to check us out and get around in. And it's great what you guys are doing, and that's awesome. I listen to you guys every morning on my way to and from work. So keep up the great work.
Thanks, Kyle. I really appreciate it, man.
Thank you, Kyle. You're the man. Keep
No
up the
problem
good
at all.
work out
Thank
there.
you.
This episode is brought to you by Brex. Any finance folks listening, well, we found something you'll love as much as the excitement of golf's major championships. Meet Brex, B-R-E-X. It's an intelligent finance platform built to give you both control and speed with a corporate card, banking, expenses, and travel all in one place. Brex ensures that the best companies can manage company spend. They can automate expenses and get every dollar to the right place. Been huge for us with expenses, just how much easier it is with Brex.
Used to have to upload each individual receipt and then go through all the categories. Now I take a bunch of screenshots of all the receipts. I have a bunch of photos, and I just drag my finger across. I select 20 different receipts. You upload them all at one time, and it itemizes every single thing using whatever AI it has to be able to read your receipt. It itemizes it, categorizes it, and then you're ready to rock. All you got to do is hit like one different thing on each one. I can do 20 receipts in 10 seconds. It used to be a nightmare. I absolutely love doing it now, and I get them done every single trip. It's been such a help.
It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's literally making us a lot of money because now doing expenses is easy, much easier, much quicker. And otherwise, we just wouldn't do them and lose a lot of money. So Barstool uses Brex corporate card and expense management software to help manage employee spending, and it's been great for us. You can learn more at brex.com/grow. That is brex.com/grow. Hey, Isaac.
Isaac Styles.
Checking in right now on the Foreplay podcast. We're very excited to talk to you. We've got a lot to get to. First off, where are you checking in from here, Isaac? Oh, sorry, did we lose you? Oh, there we go. Where are you checking in from right now? Where are you at? And just kind of give us, a lay of the land right now before we get into this thing.
I'm checking in from Uganda in a small town called Lugazi.
So Uganda, and if anyone knows, if you don't already know, Isaac is an amazing social media golfer. He is an influencer from Uganda that is really, really, you want to talk about growing the game. He is quite literally putting a golf club in people's hands that would never have a chance to see the game of golf, play the game of golf, and he is really teaching the community, the youth, all in Uganda about this game and what comes with it and how to play it and all of these amazing things that we've come to love. And you have to, if you follow him on Instagram, you watch him on YouTube, you could see the pure joy out of just the simplest things of the game of golf, like gripping the golf club or just swinging it. And to me, like, it honestly makes me emotional just talking to you about how devoted you are to this game and how much it means to you. Like, what does this game mean to you, Isaac? Like, what does the game of golf mean to like your soul? It feels like it's a part of you.
Actually, golf is me. Golf is me. Honestly, I breathe golf. I feel golf. I believe in golf. If it's like a way to describe it in my life, golf is my soul. I love golf so much, and just this joy that I feel about the game, it hit me so hard that I could feel so bad if I don't share it with someone. So it's where everything is trying to drive from, and that's the joy you try to see, because it's part of me, and I love to share what is happening in me to the rest of the people. Yes.
Is it difficult over there with golf not being as mainstream big over here with the barriers to entry? Golf courses are obviously sparse, they're expensive, golf equipment, all that's expensive. Is it difficult to get others over there to share how much you love golf, or is it easier than you thought it might be?
Honestly, today when I was teaching the kids, there is a song that I was listening to, and I got so emotional because, like, and that's the post that I made today. Those words that I captioned on my story, they are true, because it hit me so hard, and that's what I thought. Like, starting up, like teaching up these kids go, it was like I was like getting crazy, like, let me just do this. And right now, it feels so emotional to me to come, because when I come and I meet the kids, they all run to me and they hug me. Just that I can't record that because I record myself, but they run to me and they hug me, and this feels so deep in me, because, like, a kid right now is smiling because of me. It means a lot to me. But the game, it's really not easy. Talking about the equipment, you have seen my posts. Kids are using big people like your clubs to swing, and they are still young. Talk about how we can push them forward. They do not belong to any club like I do. So all these difficulties that I'm facing right now. So the game, to my side, it's not that popular than your side. Yes.
Yeah, I watch it. They're using, adult-sized clubs, and you're handing it to a 9-year-old, and like they're trying to learn how to play. You're teaching them to kind of choke up on the grip, but like anyone knows, no matter where you are in the world, if you don't have the right equipment to do something, it's going to make it that much harder. And I mean, you're hitting. I know a lot of your lessons that they don't even have golf balls in them, right? Like you're just teaching them to swing, and and for people that are listening and haven't watched it, you got to go see, and you got to follow Isaac Styles on Instagram, like. He'll just film these children swinging golf clubs, and they're just smiling, just making contact with the ground. And it brings you back to such a simple state of like, this is like why golf is fun, right? We're like doing something cool. We're like doing something athletic. We're learning the swing. We're learning the swing plane. The most simple part of golf. Like it doesn't matter where you hit it. We're just caring about the actual fundamentals of it. And we're getting down to the core of what golf actually should be. And they're enjoying it. So how did you get into the game of golf? What was your first kind of experience in the game that kind of set this thing all off?
I actually started golf in 2018. I got, while starting my story back, let me try to cut it short. I started up when I was growing up. My father was a factory worker, and my mother was keeping us home. But the money that my father was getting from the factory was not enough to keep us and give us a better future. So my mother had to set up a small business that was selling pancakes. So we could make pancakes of this side, like not like pancakes in the US. These ones are so small, and I could run around and sell these pancakes to add up a living to my father's salary, me and my elder brother. My elder brother got a chance to start and play golf. He started with a wood and a bottle, so they could play a bottle and a wooden stick. So from there, they got a chance to start and play to the club called Meta Golf Course. So there, he developed in his game. He got a chance to play in the biggest tournament in our country called Uganda Open. So there he just told me that, Isaac, I'm taking you as my caddy. So when I went there, it's where I got the experience to see real golf. Because I didn't have a phone to see good golf, so I saw actual golf in the Uganda Open. There is a player in Uganda called Ronald Otile, sorry. He putted a long putt. It was like the putter for JJ Span that happened in US Open, and it was electric. That putt was for the win, and I got fired up. I started feeling that golf is fun, and from now and then I started like playing, and when we got a chance to host a DP World Tour, coach called Alex Riggs, the coach for Stephen Curry in our club, he got to spot me and said I do have a good swing. And that is where everything started rolling. So I started taking interest more in my golf swing more, motivate myself more, and the internet has done so much to motivate me to keep working hard. So I'm really grateful to everyone that has supported me, because I'm going forward because you guys are pushing me forward. Yes, that's my story.
Wow.
Incredible. Just an incredible story. It's so genuine, so real. I love, just describing that feeling of witnessing a great moment in golf for the first time and what it does to you, how it hooks you. Because I think everybody at some point can remember, whether for us it's watching on TV or going to an event with your parents for the first time or whatever it might be. So getting hooked that way is just something everybody can relate to. What is for you, like, what do you need the most that would help with growing and getting people into golf in that part of the world? Is it apparel? Is it golf shoes? Is it equipment? Is it balls? Is it access to a range? What do you need the most that would really help grow it?
Actually, what I always tell my kids, I do have a motivation speech for Snoop Dogg. He made it, I think there was some graduation. So he said when a person, uh, he said like the underdog story is the real story. That when you come from nothing, you appreciate everything. And that means a lot because for us as the underdogs, we appreciate a lot. So all I need is to really set up a structure where I can help these kids reach their goals. I know me, I'm actually turning 24 in this month, 26. So I feel like I'm getting old. I don't know, but I really want to push these small kids. I see they have a lot of future. I see I can send up a bunch of kids into college school and they can pursue their talents. We can create another tiger right in this foundation that I'm creating. So I'm looking forward to start up a foundation. So supporting up these kids with the equipment, structures, and get them a club where they can belong and keep them on the course, and more so to keep them in school because they can't go in college school without education back here. Yes.
Wow, dude.
Incredible.
Yeah, man, it's unbelievable. I mean, I know that we'd like to help any way that we can because I know that you're absolutely just doing the right thing. You are life at its purest. You really are. And we get so swept up in all the other stuff here. Like we are complaining about just the most ridiculous things, right? Like we go to golf courses and like the grass is all choppy around the green surrounds, or like the bunkers have rocks in them, and like you're legitimately talking about hitting wooden golf clubs, and you're hitting plastic bottles just to get the swing down and like finding the love of the game. Like, and I know that that's not the only reason why. I'm like at a loss for words right now, just like how impressive you are. I legitimately am so impressed by you and how like selfless you are and how you just care about the other people in your community. And I'm assuming that's just like the way that you grew up, that that like happiness can only come from just like personal goals and like the success of like what you strive out to do. And if you can succeed in that, then like that is the only joy that you really need. Like all this other stuff is just noise. Like you're setting out personal goals, and if you can achieve that, that's like success in life. And that to me is so impressive and so incredible to hear. Like you're unbelievable, dude. What you're doing is unbelievable, and I would love to help any way that we possibly can. We have the most golf connections you can possibly, get here in America. Golf clubs, golf apparel, golf balls, all these things. We absolutely can help you in any way that your foundation seems fit, because I know Riggs is probably agreeing. It's like this is the most incredible thing I've ever. And it's so like I feel like an asshole even just being like we can help you. Like I just want you to just be like the happiest person of all time because you deserve it. You deserve the happiest person of all time.
I couldn't agree more. It's like I know that we can help make sure you have everything you possibly need to blow this thing up and get as many people over there in your community, in the town, anywhere around into golf and have them fall in love with it, because I'm with you. I think that the more people that find golf and make it a big part of their life, the better their lives are. I think it teaches the right lessons. It keeps you humble. It keeps you excited. It keeps you chasing all the time. And I just think that it's amazing that you have found that love. I mean, I think you're more in love with golf than any person I've ever met in my life. And I think the fact that you found that over there and are trying to share it, I'm with Frankie, where it's like, we're just going to do everything we can to help you and get you whatever you need. So yeah, it's very inspiring, incredibly inspiring.
Thank you, bro. Just allow me to get happy because I couldn't expect such a call with you guys. Honestly, when I got a chance to play in internet invitation, I screamed so hard and I shouted. I almost fainted because it was impossible. I felt impossible. So like you guys calling me up right now, it's everything to me. So yes, I say yes. Thank you guys.
Isaac, yeah, when we were going through the Internet Invitational list, you were one of the first people that we thought about because one of the ideas of the Internet Invitational, yes, we're trying to get the biggest creators, which you are one of them. So like you checked a lot of different boxes of like, does this person deserve this spot? Are they growing the game? Is this a platform that we can give to someone where it's like they're just doing what they love and we're just going to pluck them out of that and insert them into an opportunity that can expand and explode it by 1 billion times. Like that was the idea, right? And we did that with a couple people. Unfortunately, for everyone listening, Isaac couldn't figure out the logistics around it in time, and we just didn't give him enough time to get over here. There was visas, there was work visas, there was a lot of things that he needs to prove as to why he was coming to America to play in this event. So obviously it didn't happen for this one, but I know that we are planning more of them. I think you're an absolute shoo-in to play into the next Internet Invitational once we get all of your information squared away, and like once you get all that stuff done, we want you to play competitive golf in the Internet Invitational, in other stuff. We want you to come over here and experience what we're experiencing. You deserve it. Like you are doing it. They always say like, you know, do the right thing when no one's watching, and like that, like you're taking that to like the extreme of like you never saw any other path aside from just making these kids' lives better, and that's why you did it. There was no selfish reasoning to that, and that's why you deserve all the opportunities in the world, because you took that leap, and if no one, you would have kept doing it regardless of if a single person watched those videos. And that to me is like, we get so caught up in views and like, what are we doing and why aren't we getting likes and all these things. Like there's no like legitimate joy in that. What you're doing is so unbelievable. So 100% invited to the next Internet Invitational. You are 1000% in. And yeah, like we said, however we can make this thing keep going and keep you kind of rolling and like growing that game. I see the joy on the kids' face. I watch how much better it made people's lives. You are making people's lives better, and you deserve the world for that. So yeah, man, dude, you're locked in, dude. You're in the crew. You're gonna be there. You're gonna come. We're gonna figure it out. And you this is your moment now. You gotta play some good golf.
Thank you, bro.
No, you're the man, Isaac. And, you know, yeah, to no fault of your own, getting into this country these days is significantly harder than it used to be. So just with the timetable and all that, it was way out of everyone's hands, which is such a bummer. It did come down to the wire. It was like, Isaac's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. But like Frankie said, it's now that the next one will be even better. And we'll do everything we can to make sure you're there. And then we're also we're going to stay very much in touch with you. We're going to huddle up, and we're going to get you everything you possibly need to keep growing golf over there in your community, because it is such a selfless thing that you're doing. And Frankie put it perfectly. Like, you spend so much time just making other people's lives better. And I want you to know that it's resonating with people across the internet. It's an incredible to follow. And I think that what you're doing and showcasing makes everyone sort of be a better person and realize that treating other people and helping other people in the right way is more important than pretty much anything else you do. So we're very lucky that we're able to talk to you. Like, I think almost selfishly, it's making me feel good and inspired to do things in the right way, because you're such an example. So yeah, you should realize that you're very inspirational to a lot of people. You really are.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, I'm really honored to be with you guys. It's impossible to me, and I feel like I'm in a dream right now. You guys calling me, but I really look up to you guys for many things that I do. Many of my ideas come from you. You guys have, I don't know how you do it, but you guys are so talented in what you do. The way you figure out a lot of ideas and you bring out those things, still, they are motivating us down here in Africa. And you are changing this sport from that sport that people were hating the most to a sport where everyone is enjoying and having fun, because no one could be watching like someone who is laughing. They always wanted to see people getting tough, getting locked in on the course. But right now, people want to see the joy on the course. So, guys, you have changed the sport to something else. And to your efforts, we are really appreciating it. Thank you so much.
Wow, Isaac. Yeah, man, you're just you're the man, and I can't wait to kind of, like you said, like Rick said, we're gonna regroup. We're gonna figure out how to get all this stuff. I'll message you, and then we'll link up, and we'll see what the best way to get you guys some, what we need and how we can keep this thing rolling. And I can't wait to get you over here to play in the Invitational and other stuff. I really can't wait to meet you in person. And like I said, this is just, it feels like just the beginning for you, man. It really does. It feels like this is just a
Absolutely
of a ride. So I really, really, yeah, man. It's good.
You're the man, Isaac. You got to keep it up.
Crazy, dude.
You got to keep working hard. You're crushing it.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Your work's awesome. Absolutely awesome. You're changing people's lives. It's incredible.
Yeah. I appreciate you guys.
We gotta close this thing, because now I'm like hysterically crying. It's just yeah. We live in a shitty world, and it's like to see like pure happiness and joy like this is like, or just like not even just that, to someone that doesn't care about all the stuff that we just stress about, someone that just can really about what actually matters. And it's like, God, you just being you and what you're doing is like, it makes the world better, man. Like, I needed this. Like, I needed to talk to you. Like, that's like how impressive in person you are. So, buddy, it's gonna happen. I can't look at you anymore. You're gonna have me crying now, because now you're hysterically crying. I'm crying. Foreplay podcast, man. It's because I know. Don't worry about it. I'm just kidding. Isaac, we're gonna regroup. We're gonna get you back on the show and all that stuff, and we'll talk soon. We're gonna talk right after this. Thank you for joining. We don't have to. We don't have to keep going back and forth.
You're the man, Isaac. Keep it up.
No. Okay.
No, I completely agree, man. You're very, very inspirational, like we said, and it's absolutely awesome to talk to you. We got to get you on more frequently. We got to get you hooked up with everything that you possibly need. So keep it up. Please keep it up.
Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much. Can't wait to go and share it with my family. This is incredible. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Love you guys.
That guy, Isaac Styles, when I see his videos, it makes me emotional just watching them, because everyone listening to this should go follow him. And it's like, it's hard because it almost comes off selfish to get to like talk to him and be like, we're going to send you stuff and we're going to make your life. It's like he's such a pure, amazing person that just talking to him makes me feel like inferior and just like I'm doing everything wrong in life, which makes him such an inspirational, impressive person. Like, his being makes us better, and it makes us want to do more. And that's like what motivation and like inspiration is. That's the definition of it. Like, being an inspirational character or person, right? Like, that you're inspiring the world to get better by your actions. And I said it to him during the interview, like, he would have done this stuff, and he was doing this stuff regardless of if he had a phone or not, like, let alone an Instagram account. Like, that to me is where it's like, when no one's watching you, you're doing the right thing, and you're just in this village in Uganda, and you fell in love with this game in the most pure sense of the word. Like, you watched a big putt go in, you saw the excitement and the roar of the crowd and the celebration. You're like, what is this? He didn't have a phone at that point. He was watching, was it his brother hit bottles with a wooden stick, and he, like, it's like he didn't even know what the sport was. He he was just watching someone hit something, and then all of a sudden he saw what it all came together, and it struck him like lightning. Like, it's I'm like at a loss for words, man. I knew it was going to be an emotional conversation because, like I said, when I watch him on Instagram, I get like choked up because of how fucking cute it is. Like all these kids just running up to him, like loving the game of golf. And it's like, God, man, unbelievable.
He makes you question like your compass, like what your direction is, why you're doing stuff, what are you focusing on, what are you upset about, happy about, all of that. Like talking to him, it really is so fucking wholesome, man. He gets it. So, God damn, he's the man. That guy is the man,
dude. It's fucking crazy, man. Like for it to mean that much to him too, like we are in such a position where just a phone call to him changed his life just now, he said. Like what, like we don't deserve that like power on someone's life.
No.
Like that to me is like unbelievable that like we can actually help this guy and we have to. Like that is what life is all about. You get to certain positions or you get yourself in life where you can just make the world better, and like you have to be presented with those opportunities. And like Isaac just like presented himself to us, and like you have to take that now. You know what I mean? Like he did the job. He's done his job to present himself to the world. He deserves now to like get help to move to the next step, just like we all do, right? Like we all like went out and worked, and then like you got presented with opportunity, and then you took that, and then you progressed life. Like this is his opportunity. Getting into the Invitational is his opportunity. Like we got to get him in there. He's earned it. He deserves it.
Gotta get him in, dude.
I can't wait to get him involved, man. That's his step. Like when you grow up in Uganda, you have to see where he is. I mean, he's legitimately, half of his videos are him building huts, like legitimate huts. So like half the videos are him putting straw on houses, and then the other half are hitting bottles with wooden sticks. Like that's like, so like this is his opportunity now, like to move forward. And he's going to fucking take it, and he's going to run. He's going to absolutely fly. He's going to have a freaking foundation, the whole deal. Come on now. He's got to. He has to.
Let's get this guy everything he needs, man. Everything he possibly needs. Let's just figure that out. That's our job now. We got to just figure that out. Whatever it possibly is, whatever it could possibly be.
Shipping costs to Uganda are going to be out of control, but we got to send as much stuff as we can possibly get.
I don't think we're going to worry about shipping costs right now.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, he literally was just like, I need a structure. He's like, if I could just get a structure, that'd be incredible. It's like, dude,
find him one.
That's just such good perspective. So yeah, that guy's awesome. He's absolutely awesome. Just a couple people we have on that from completely different places who are doing it for the love of the game, Frankie.
Love of the game,
just as
man.
much love of the game as you could have. It's a big love of the game show. But big thanks to everybody listening. Hopefully we see a lot of good stuff out of the United States Ryder Cup players this week out in Napa. And we will be back next week as we just inch our way closer to the Ryder Cup. So enjoy the weekend. Hit it hard.
Hit it hard.